Shalom and blessings. We are still in section 16 in Lekutey Halachot, waking up in the morning, Halachot, section Dalet, part Dalet, section 16, like we said. And that's the aspect of Yosef. He was 17 years old and he was the shepherd of his brothers. That's how it's written. Haya ro'eh et echav batzon. He was the shepherd of his brothers in with the animals. So of course that the simple understanding of that verse will be that Yosef was the shepherd with his brothers, leading the animals, but that is not the exact way how the verse is bringing it. So a shepherd is the aspect of the leader of the generation that is called in every place a shepherd. And it's written about Yosef that he was 17 years old when he was the shepherd of his brothers. 17, numeral value of the number 17 is good. Tov, Tet is 9, Vav is 6, and Vet is 2. Like that it's written in the scripts of the Arizal. Means that Yosef was good to everyone, and he was all good. And by that, he was able to bring everyone close to the truth, to Hashem, because he was finding, even in the worst of all worsts, good spots, good points, and by that he was bringing them closer to Hashem Yitbarach. And that's why it's written about him, about Yosef, that he was Na'ar et bnei Bilha. He was acting as a kid with the children of Bilha and the children of Zilpa, that Zilpa and Bilha were the two wives that were given to Yaakov by Rachel and Leah. So they are the aspect of lower families than the families of Rachel and Leah, that they were the main wives, and they were maids and helpers of Rachel and Leah, Zilpa and Bilha. So they are representing a certain aspect of lower families in the people of Israel, that he would bring himself to them more, to bring them closer to Hashem. We need to understand and remember that always when those things, certain descriptions or certain explanations on people's level or whatever, it's not talking about their true potential, it's talking about their self-esteem. When people are coming from a low family, so-called, it means only one thing, that they have a mission to climb up and to rise from that place, and they are able to, and their challenge is greater. A name for that, they are being called Harechokim, that they are far, Bnei Bilha and Bnei Zilpa. And that's a hint that in them, like I just said, the evil inclination, the Baal Davar and his armies are attacking them more. That is the aspect of Bnei Bilha. The word Bilha is the aspect of the word Balahot. Balahot is nightmares. So their Bnei Bilha means that they're coming from a place of certain kind of darkness. When Rashi is explaining on those words Balahot et Necha, Rashi is explaining it means demons, means the soldiers of the Yetzer Hara, of the evil inclination, that they are demons and husks, that they are mevahalim, terrifying, umevalbelim, and confusing, and umarishim et adam, and makes noise for the person, distracting the person. And that is as well the aspect of Bnei Zilpa, in the aspect of Zal'apa achaztani mereshaim. Zal'apa means the pressure and fear that a person is experiencing from evil people. Because the armies of the evil inclination, they're in the aspect of Balahot veZal'afot. Those two names of Bilha and Zilpa are in a certain way representing fear and pressure. And all the things that are coming along after that are called Bnei Bilha or Bnei Zilpa, the children of Bilha and the children of Zilpa. And the great righteous man in the aspect of Yosef, putting his mind and his time into helping them, brings himself to their place to bring them closer to Hashem Yitbarach. And that is why it's written, and he was Na'ar et bnei Bilha ve'et bnei Zilpa, that he was acting as a kid with them. And Rashi explains that he was acting as youth, as children. He was playing with them. He was like playing soccer, football, basketball. They were throwing stones together. They were friends. Because the true righteous man, in the greatness of his wisdom, bring himself down to them so much that it seems as if he is acting in a childish way himself, because he's talking to them mundane conversations and eating and drinking with them, and sometimes even just walking and playing with them, and all his intention is to bring them closer to Hashem Yitbarach by that. And it's a known thing, and it's written few times in the scripts of Rabbi Nachman of Breslev in few places, how much the true righteous one is bringing himself down to the world, and it's all considered for him as childish acts. But his intention is very much wanted by Hashem Yitbarach, for him to bring people closer to Hashem, and especially those ones that are the furthest away from him. The ones that you cannot bring them close to Hashem in any other way but through that. And that is why it's written on him, Vehu nar et bnei bilha et bnei zilpa, like we said. Thank you.